Marvel has got our spidey senses tingling with the official announcement of an MCU Thunderbolts movie in the works. So, grab your shields and let's swing into the deets. We're talking potential cast, juicy storylines, release dates, and of course, the Easter eggs that'll make any Marvel fan's heart skip a beat. Now here's where it gets interesting. Marvel seems to be doing a bit of a U-turn on their original jaw-dropping plans for the Thunderbolts movie ending. But hey, they've pulled off this kind of twist before and left us all with dropped jaws. So let's suit up and unravel the mystery behind Marvel's Thunderbolts. What's in store, who's in the lineup, and how this bombshell ending could still be on the cards. It's time to dive in, folks.
This thing that you do when you whip your hair when you're fighting with the arm and the hair, and you do like a fighting pose.
The latest and perhaps most crucial updates on Thunderbolts revolves around its fresh release date, now scheduled for May 5, 2025. Originally intended for a 2024 holiday debut, it was later shifted to July 2025. However, the latest announcement switched things up again, pushing Thunderbolts to May 2025, with the Fantastic Four taking the July 2025 slot. In 2022, the Thunderbolts movie announced Jake Schreier as its director, and Eric Pearson, known for Black Widow, was chosen to pen the script. Originally scheduled to commence filming in June 2023, the current official release date for Thunderbolts is July 2025. This date has seen a couple of adjustments, with the initial release dates set for December 20, 2024 and July 26, 2024, respectively. Despite these shifts, Thunderbolts is now firmly placed in the MCU's Phase 6, making it one of the early films to contribute to this new era, along with the reboot of Marvel's Fantastic Four. Now, let's dive into the star-studded lineup of Marvel's Thunderbolts, revealed at the 2022 D23 Expo. It's a roster that's already bursting with familiar faces, leaving us with little wiggle room for unexpected returns. Leading the pack is none other than Contessa Val, portrayed by the ever-talented Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who seems to be taking on the mantle of the Thunderbolts commander. But that's not all. The Thunderbolts MCU ensemble features Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, David Harbour as Red Guardian, Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster, Wyatt Russell as John Walker, U.S. Agent, Hannah John Kamen as Ava Ghost, and of course, the one and only Sebastian Stan reprising his role as Bucky Barnes. Now, brace yourself for a little plot twist in the casting saga. The 2023 announcements brought news of Ayo Edebiri and Steven Yeun joining the Thunderbolts family. However, fast forward to February 2024, and we get another twist. Both actors are stepping away from the cast. In this unexpected shuffle, Geraldine Viswanathan steps in to fill Ayo Edebiri's undisclosed role, while Lewis Pullman takes over the reported Sentry character initially attributed to Steven Yeun. Oh, and here's a sprinkle of speculation to keep things interesting. Rumor has it that Tim Roth's Abomination might just throw his hat into the Thunderbolts ring after his jaw-dropping jailbreak in She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law. Can you feel the anticipation building? We sure can. Alright, let's unravel the mysterious plot of Marvel's Thunderbolts. As of now, the details are tightly wrapped in secrecy, but we can certainly speculate on the intriguing directions the MCU might take. With most characters already in the limelight, we might skip the origin stories and dive straight into the action. Here's the exciting twist. The Thunderbolts, typically portrayed as villains in the comics, might just be anti-heroes in the MCU. It seems like we won't be getting the classic villainous introduction. Instead, we'll witness a more sympathetic side to our Thunderbolts crew. Now, what challenges will they face? Your guess is as good as ours, but here's a thought. The Thunderbolts story might unfold in a Disney Plus show or two before hitting the big screen. Marvel Studios' Andy Park has hinted at strong ties to Black Widow, and with characters like Yelena, Red Guardian, and Taskmaster in the mix, we're bound to see some storylines carried over from the Black Widow narrative. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the Thunderbolts themselves. In the comics, they're a group of reformed villains, with Baron Zemo at the helm. While Zemo's role in the movie is yet to be confirmed, the Thunderbolts in the MCU seem to be a morally gray bunch, more anti-heroes than outright villains. And here's where it gets interesting. Harrison Ford's rumored role as Thunderbolt Ross might just lead to him becoming the MCU's Red Hulk. The comics tell a tale of Ross teaming up with Dangerous Minds to transform into Red Hulk, and if Ford takes up the mantle, it could have significant implications for Marvel's Thunderbolts and future MCU projects. So, the buzz around Marvel's Thunderbolts is reaching a fever pitch, especially with recent reports suggesting a major shakeup in the original bombshell ending. Word is, Marvel was initially steering towards a tragically surprising conclusion, something the MCU has successfully pulled off in the past, notably with Avengers Infinity War. You might recall the jaw-dropping events of Infinity War where the villain triumphed, the heroes fell, and the universe felt the impact. It left audiences craving answers and counting down the days until Avengers Endgame. This bold move by Marvel paid off big time, and the anticipation it generated became a major talking point. Imagine if Thunderbolts had followed a similar path, a surprising and tragic ending that shook up the MCU landscape. The original plan apparently included the demise of many, if not all, Thunderbolts characters. That would have been a bold move, especially considering this is a brand new team. In the same vein as Infinity War, a shocking ending for Thunderbolts could have set the stage for a thrilling follow-up, leaving fans hungry for more. It could have elevated the threat level of the villain, especially if the team was going up against Sentry. This unexpected twist might have added a personal touch to the conflict, making the stakes even higher. However, recent changes in the script, spearheaded by the Bear showrunner Joanna Callow, seem to be steering Thunderbolts away from this daring path. While this potentially makes the movie a bit cheerier, it also means missing out on the chance to replicate the impact of Infinity War's ending. Characters like Yelena Belova and Bucky Barnes, part of the MCU's future, get to live another day, but the question remains: was the opportunity for a memorable, game-changing ending sacrificed for a safer route? Now, for those who may not be familiar with the rich history of Marvel's Thunderbolts, buckle up for a trip through time and origins. Marvel Comics introduced the Thunderbolts in 1996 as a response to the Onslaught crossover event, a pivotal moment that temporarily removed many non-mutant characters from the main continuity, leaving a void in Earth's superhero lineup. The Thunderbolts burst onto the scene in The Incredible Hulk Volume 2, number 449, portraying themselves as Earth's protectors, stepping into the shoes left vacant by the Avengers. However, their true identity was soon unveiled. They were Baron Zemo's Masters of Evil, a cunning group of villains and antiheroes operating under false identities and feigning heroism. The original Thunderbolts lineup featured characters like Zemo as Citizen V, Goliath as Atlas, Beetle as Mach 1, Moonstone as Meteorite, Screaming Mimi as Songbird, and Fixer as Techno. Over the years, the team expanded, with various villains seeking redemption or pursuing their own agendas. The Thunderbolts' legacy in Marvel Comics paved the way for other anti-hero teams, including the infamous Dark Avengers. The common thread in the Thunderbolts narrative is the theme of villains seeking redemption, drawing parallels with DC's Suicide Squad. Members grapple with internal conflicts, some genuinely striving for positive change, while others cling to their devious schemes. As the Avengers and Fantastic Four returned, the Thunderbolts faced exposure, highlighting the team's internal struggles and conflicts. Following Marvel Comics' Civil War event, the Thunderbolts were reinvented as a government program, compelling incarcerated villains to assist in policing the superhuman community. Under the leadership of Norman Osborn, the team played pivotal roles in the Civil War, Secret Invasion, and Dark Reign, contributing to Osborn's rise to power. The Thunderbolts have seen various leaders over the years, including Luke Cage, Red Hulk, Winter Soldier, and Wilson Fisk during his mayoral tenure in New York, a plotline that could intersect with the MCU's Daredevil Born Again. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.